When cucumber leaves start turning yellow and the vines keep growing without setting fruit, most gardeners think the plant is simply weak or the weather is too hot. But in many home gardens, the real problem is usually one small mistake that quietly affects the roots, leaves, flowers, and fruit production day by day. In this video, we'll break down 7 common cucumber growing mistakes that can lead to yellow leaves, poor flowering, weak vines, and little or no fruit. Some of these mistakes happen during watering. Some begin in the soil, and others appear when the plant is stressed, crowded, underfed, or not properly pollinated. Make sure you watch the full video, because every mistake connects to a different stage of cucumber growth. Skipping even one part may cause you to miss the exact reason your cucumber plants are struggling in your own garden. Here on Smart Gardening, we focus on simple, practical, research-based gardening tips that help you understand what your plants are trying to tell you. So before we begin, like this video, subscribe to Smart Gardening, and keep learning with us in our next gardening videos. Now, let's start with the first cucumber mistake that often causes yellow leaves and poor fruit production. Number 1 mistake is overwatering and poor drainage. One of the first mistakes that can turn cucumber leaves yellow is watering too often, especially when the soil does not drain well. Many gardeners see a hot summer day and assume cucumber plants need water every single time the surface looks dry. But cucumbers do not just need moisture. They need oxygen around their roots too. When the soil stays soggy for too long, the tiny air spaces around the roots begin to close. The roots struggle to breathe, nutrient uptake slows down, and the plant may start showing pale yellow leaves even though water is being added regularly. This is where many growers get confused. They see yellowing leaves and think the plant is thirsty, so they water again. In reality, the roots may already be under stress. You might notice lower leaves turning yellow first, slow vine growth, damp soil that stays wet for days, or a slightly sour smell near the base of the plant. In containers, water may sit at the bottom if drainage holes are blocked or the potting mix is too heavy. The better approach is to check the soil 2 inches deep before watering. If it still feels moist, wait. Use loose, well-draining soil. Keep containers lifted slightly, and avoid letting cucumber roots sit in standing water. Once the root zone becomes balanced again, the plant has a better chance to support healthy leaves, stronger flowers, and improved fruit development. And in the next mistake, we'll look at a problem that can make even well-watered cucumber plants stay yellow and unproductive. Number 2 mistake is weak soil nutrition and poor feeding timing. Sometimes cucumber leaves turn yellow not because the plant is getting too much water, but because it is running out of the nutrients it needs to keep growing. Cucumbers are fast feeders. Once the vines begin stretching, producing large leaves, and preparing flowers, they start pulling nutrients from the soil quickly. If the soil is weak, sandy, old, or has not been refreshed with compost or balanced fertilizer, the plant may begin to fade before it ever reaches strong fruit production. The first sign is often older leaves turning pale yellow while the newer growth stays smaller than expected. The vine may look thin. The leaves may lose their deep green color, and flowers may appear without enough plant energy to support healthy cucumber development. Many gardeners in raised beds or containers see this problem because nutrients wash out faster with frequent watering, especially during warm weather. But feeding cucumbers is not about dumping on more fertilizer. Too much nitrogen can create big leafy vines with fewer fruits, while too little nitrogen weakens the entire plant. The goal is steady nutrition. Work compost into the soil before planting, then use a balanced vegetable fertilizer when vines begin active growth. Once flowers appear, avoid pushing only leafy growth and support the plant with consistent moisture, mulch, and moderate feeding. A cucumber plant with balanced nutrition usually looks fuller, greener, and better prepared to carry fruit. But even a well-fed cucumber can still fail if the flowers are not doing their job. And that brings us to the next mistake many gardeners completely overlook. Number 3 mistake is poor pollination. A cucumber plant can look healthy, grow plenty of vines, and still give you almost no fruit if pollination is not happening properly. This is one of the most frustrating problems for home gardeners, because a plant may be covered in yellow flowers, but the tiny cucumbers either never form or they start growing and then turn yellow, shrink, and drop off. Cucumbers produce male and female flowers. The male flowers usually appear first, and they provide pollen. The female flowers have a small cucumber-shaped swelling behind the bloom, and they need pollen to develop into full fruit. If bees and other pollinators are not visiting the plant, or if the weather is too cool, too hot, rainy, or windy, pollen transfer can be weak. In many backyard gardens, this happens when cucumber vines are tucked into a quiet corner, sprayed too often, or planted where pollinators rarely stop. The signs are easy to miss at first. You may see flowers opening, but no cucumbers forming. Or you may notice baby cucumbers turning yellow at the tip and failing to grow. That does not always mean the plant is diseased. Sometimes it simply means a flower was not pollinated well enough. To help, grow pollinator-friendly flowers nearby. Avoid spraying during bloom time, and check your vines in the morning when flowers are fresh. If pollinators are limited, you can gently hand pollinate by moving pollen from a male flower to a female flower. Once pollination improves, fruit set often becomes more consistent. But pollination is only one part of the story. The next mistake can stress the whole plant before those flowers even get a fair chance. Number 4 mistake is heat stress and inconsistent moisture during flowering. One mistake that often shows up right when cucumber plants should be setting fruit is letting the plant swing between heat stress and dry soil. Cucumbers love warm weather, but they are still shallow-rooted plants. When summer afternoons get intense, especially in many U.S. backyard gardens, raised beds, and patio containers, the root zone can dry out faster than gardeners expect. At first, the plant may only wilt during the hottest part of the day and recover by evening. But if this cycle keeps repeating, the leaves can begin to yellow, flowers may drop, and young cucumbers may stop growing before they size up properly. The plant is basically using its energy to survive the stress instead of supporting steady fruit development. This problem becomes more noticeable when cucumbers are watered lightly on the surface instead of deeply at the roots. A quick splash may make the soil look wet, but below the top layer, the roots can still be sitting in dry, warm soil. You may notice crispy leaf edges, pale lower leaves, wilted vines in the afternoon, or fruit that looks small, curved, or poorly developed. The fix is not to flood the plant, but to water deeply and consistently. Check the soil below the surface, add mulch to protect moisture, and water early in the morning so the plant is prepared before the heat builds. In very hot areas, light afternoon shade can help reduce stress. And once moisture becomes steady, the plant has a better chance to hold flowers and develop fruit. But if the vines are packed too tightly, even good watering may not be enough. And that brings us to the next mistake. Number 5 mistake is overcrowding and poor airflow. A cucumber plant may look strong in the beginning, but when too many vines are packed into a small space, the garden can quickly turn into a thick wall of leaves. Many gardeners plant cucumbers close together because the seedlings look small at first. In a few weeks, those same plants begin stretching, climbing, shading each other, and competing for the same water, nutrients, and sunlight. When the leaves overlap too heavily, the lower part of the plant often stays damp and shaded. This can weaken older leaves, encourage yellowing, and make it harder for flowers to open in a healthy, visible place where pollinators can reach them. Crowded vines also make it difficult to notice early pest problems, damaged leaves, or small cucumbers that are not developing properly. One sign of overcrowding is a cucumber bed that looks green from a distance but messy and stressed up close. You may see yellow lower leaves, tangled stems, fewer open flowers, small fruit hidden under heavy foliage, or leaves staying wet long after watering. In humid summer areas, this crowded growth can also increase disease pressure because air cannot move freely through the plant. The fix starts with spacing and support. Give cucumber plants enough room based on variety. Use a trellis when possible, and guide vines upward instead of letting them sprawl into one dense mat. Remove badly yellowed or damaged leaves near the bottom, but avoid stripping the plant too aggressively. Better airflow helps leaves dry faster. Flowers stay more accessible, and fruit become easier to monitor. But even with good spacing, one tiny pest problem can quietly drain the plant strength, and that is the next mistake. Number 6 mistake is ignoring early pest pressure. Sometimes cucumber plants are not failing because of one big mistake. They are slowly losing strength because tiny pests have been feeding on them for days before the gardener notices. This is especially common with aphids, spider mites, whiteflies, and sometimes cucumber beetles. At first, The plant may still look mostly green, but the leaves begin showing small yellow spots, pale patches, curling edges, or a dusty, tired look. Many gardeners miss this stage because pests often hide on the underside of leaves or deep inside crowded vines. By the time the yellowing becomes obvious, the plant may already be spending energy repairing damaged tissue instead of supporting flowers and young cucumbers. Spider mites are more common in hot, dry conditions, while aphids often gather on tender new growth and flower stems. Cucumber beetles can chew leaves and flowers, adding even more stress to a plant that is already trying to produce fruit. A good habit is to inspect cucumber plants slowly, especially early in the morning. Turn over a few leaves, check near the flower clusters, and look for sticky residue, fine webbing, tiny moving dots, or small chewing marks. If the problem is still light, a strong spray of water, removing badly infested leaves, encouraging beneficial insects, or using insecticidal soap carefully can help reduce pressure. The goal is not to panic over every insect in the garden. The goal is to notice patterns early, before pests weaken the leaves, interrupt flowering, and reduce fruit set. And the final mistake is one many gardeners make before the cucumber plant even has a strong start. Number 7 mistake is planting cucumbers too early or in too much shade. One mistake that can quietly weaken cucumber plant from the beginning is planting them before the soil is truly warm, or placing them where they do not receive enough direct sunlight. Cucumbers may look like simple summer vegetables, but they are sensitive to cold soil and low light. When the roots sit in cool spring soil, they do not absorb water and nutrients efficiently. The plant may stay small, the leaves can turn pale or yellow, and the vine may take much longer to reach the flowering and fruiting stage. This often happens in U.S. gardens when gardeners rush planting after the first warm afternoon. Even though the nights are still cool, the air feels comfortable, but the soil has not caught up yet. In shaded backyards, cucumbers may grow leaves and vines, but without strong sunlight, the plant often lacks the energy needed to support steady flowering and fruit development. You may notice slow growth, yellow young leaves, weak stems, delayed flowers, or vines that stretch toward the sun but never become productive. The plant is not always dying. It may simply be growing under conditions that do not match what cucumbers need. A better approach is to plant after the danger of frost has passed and the soil has warmed properly. Choose a location with at least 6 to 8 hours of direct sun. Use warm, loose soil, and avoid planting in spots shaded by fences, trees, or taller crops. When cucumbers start with warmth, light, and healthy roots, they are much better prepared to produce strong leaves, open flowers, and consistent fruit.